Video na naman, kaikuan pa sa
Ang bahaging ito ng Barangay Baybay sa bayan ng Iwi ang unang nakaranas ng lakas ng hagupit ng super bagyong Rolly. Somehow winds brought about by Super Typhoon Rolly has uprooted some trees. Survivors tell us that the fire engulfed their homes with thousands of evacuees here. Social distancing is almost impossible to practice. George Davis, CNN Philippines.
I am placing the entire mainland of Luzon under quarantine until April 12, 2020.
The COVID-19 pandemic has pushed lockdowns to this day, but more than these restrictions, thousands of lives cut short, millions jobless, families in limbo.
Do not despair. Kaya natin ito, COVID na ito. Maliit na bagay ito sa buhay natin.
With more uncertainties ahead, will we ever heal as one? This is a special edition of Newsnight where we go above and beyond the headlines. And that was a look back at how things were and how things will be in our fight against COVID-19. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rico Hizon, sitting in for Pia Ontiveros. This day last year, President Rodrigo Duterte announced the entire Luzon, home to 57 million people, would be placed under an enhanced community quarantine. And this meant people should stay home and observe health protocols to help flatten the curve. A year later, restrictions have been relaxed, but the situation remains the same. The infection curve going up, hospitals filling up, smaller lockdowns here and there, and the public asked to take extra care as the virus becomes more infectious. So how does the government fare in responding to this crisis? Our AC Nichols has the details.
For President Duterte, the country has gone through tougher times, and the rising COVID-19 cases pales in comparison to these.
Do not despair. Kaya natin ito, COVID na ito. Maliit na bagay ito sa buhay natin. Marami tayong dinaanan, mas grabe, mas mahirap.
A number of health advocacy groups disagree. In an online forum, employees from the Philippine General Hospital said they have been breaking their backs for nothing.
Hindi po maliit na bagay ang COVID. Hindi po maliit na bagay ang buhay at kalusugan na nakataya ng bawat isang health worker sa loob ng isang taon na po na hinaharap natin ang pandemic.
A group of Filipino nurses criticized the government for delayed benefits 1 year into the pandemic. The nurses said they were promised meal allowance, regular testing, and hazard pay, among other benefits. But apparently, all they get is more work. Intensive care units in a number of Metro Manila hospitals are operating at full capacity due to the surge in COVID-19 cases.
We have received reports from our members na one nurse cares for at least 12 patients now na positive sa COVID. Ideally, sana one nurse will care for at least 3 patients sa COVID ward. and 1:1, one nurse to one patient sa mga critical and severe cases ng COVID.
Advocacy group Coalition for People's Right to Health sums up the past year in one word: incompetence. It cited the government's lack of support to help people to comply with minimum health standards. It demands the regular distribution of medical-grade masks and food items.
Hindi dapat tayo namumulis lang ng bagay na hindi naman pala natin naiintindihan dahil hindi pala kaya ng mga ilang mamamayan na sundin yung mga protocols. It's easy to do so when you're privileged, and yet maraming mga privileged ang nakaka-skirt pa nga dun sa regulations na yan.
Meanwhile, a group of doctors believe small changes can stem the rising number of infections. The doctors appeal to business owners. Allow more employees to work from home.
At kung pwede din po, if we can implement staggered work hours para hindi po sabay-sabay ang pasok ng mga trabahador.
They also say dining in restaurants should be prohibited again. Anyway, the group says consumers can still support businesses by ordering via takeout or home delivery. Authorities believe they did an excellent job this last year. But as far as these health groups are concerned, the administration gets a failing mark. AC Nichols, CNN Philippines.
Malacanang has clarified President Duterte's remark describing COVID-19 as maliit na bagay. The palace says the president did not mean to belittle the fight against the disease.
Ang sinasabi